First on 5, tonight the Mobile City Council has Mayor Sandy Stimpson's proposed budget for next year. In it, for the first time since 2006, a pay raise for city employees. As we first told you yesterday on News 5, if approved, the city's 2,400 employees will get a 2.5% cost of living adjustment in October and a 2.5% merit raise in April. The budget also includes a capital budget of $14 million for roads, parks, and other items, quadruple last year's amount. Projected sales taxes are up just 2%, but the administration says eliminating waste and improving efficiency allow for this balanced budget.
Planning and implementation by the department heads of getting more out of less, having a little bit of efficiencies come into the system every month, looking at things like overtime and limiting that.
And one other reason the city can afford the raises is the so-called penny tax, the additional 1-cent sales tax that was supposed to run out at the end of July next summer. Today, the mayor called for it to be extended 2 months to coincide with the end of the 2015 fiscal year at the end of next September.
When we looked at the capital needs and really the needs that we had to complete the year, we thought that the prudent thing was to ask for the extension for 2 months.
The mayor made it clear that in order to get done what needs to be done this year for capital projects, that we need to at least extend the sales tax for a couple of months. I think we will certainly listen to the mayor and consider that.
It is not clear whether the city council will officially have to vote to extend the tax or if they could do so simply by ratifying the budget.
If the budget is passed as is, this would be the first raise for Mobile City employees in 7 years. The budget is getting mixed reviews from some who work for the city. News 5's Chad Petrie joins us live from Government Plaza. Chad?
Well, guys, ask yourself this question. If you worked in these offices and came here since 2007 and were still making the same money now as you did then, would you be happy? Most employees I spoke with say they're happy to be getting some boost, but are a little disappointed that some of that is being eaten up by increased health insurance costs. Now, city employees are a notoriously camera-shy bunch, and most of the people I approached didn't want to talk on camera. Most that talked to me on camera, though, gave me a pretty big thumbs up to the raise, and who wouldn't be happy about getting another approximately 5%. Privately off camera, some employees told me they wished it were a bigger raise. The most pointed criticism so far comes from the head of the firefighters union. Dwayne Patrick says a raise of this size won't stop guys from leaving Mobile for better jobs.
We're appreciative of everything we get, but when you come out and make a statement that it's going to be a generous, competitive, there's another word, substantial raise, it puts false hope into the city employees.
Overall, the feeling here is something is better than nothing, but many people wish that something were just a little bit bigger. Reporting live in Mobile, Chad Petrie, News 5.
And while employees with their raise might be considered the winners in the proposed budget, there are others who could be losers, including dozens of events, agencies, charities, and services. After school is a busy time at the Boys and Girls Club on Michigan Avenue. It's one of 7 clubs in the Mobile area serving thousands of kids. Last year, the clubs received $340,000 from the city. That total amount is now in jeopardy.
Well, I mean, it's something totally new and something certainly that we're concerned about.
The Boys and Girls Clubs are one of 60 organizations that last year received a combined $2.6 million from the city. In the new budget, those organizations will compete for a combined $1.2 million. And the United Way and Community Foundation will determine which groups get city money and how much.
We review applications for programs and services that are making an impact, and that's exactly what they want to look at. They want to make sure that they're funding programs and services that are making an impact right here in the city of Mobile.
The arts will take a hit. The opera, symphony, ballet, and Center for the Living Arts received $300,000 combined last year.
I think cities across the country are struggling with these same sorts of issues. Often the private sector will step up and help fund them.
The Explorium could be in major trouble. The city's $600,000 last year made up 25% of the museum's overall budget. It lost all its state funding a few years ago. Georgia! The Distinguished Young Woman program will have to fight to get a portion of the $87,000 it got last year. Other entities are assured money, but less of it, like the Convention and Visitors Bureau, which loses 17% of its $2.4 million budget.
This is the mayor's call on the budget. We take the number we're given, and we're going to make the best of the budget. We're excited about whatever our number is.
Bayfest is singing a similar tune.
Cut from 243 to 100.
Oh, that's great. That's better. I mean, I heard it was 0. That's good.
Bayfest director says the music festival currently has a reserve and is in no way jeopardized by the cut. Ladd Stadium management, though, faces a tougher task. Its budget was more than $400,000 3 years ago. Now it will have to operate on just $200,000.
When we looked at Ladd Stadium, a couple things we did. We gave up the mayor's box so that they could generate some revenue from that. Also, I think that it's just incumbent on them to try to figure out how to do it.
Now, the City Council will hold a public hearing on the proposed budget on Tuesday evening, September 2nd at Government Plaza. That hearing will start at 5:30.